This is the data overview presentation for Roswell High School by Teresa Player. Roswell High School's mission is to promote student learning, expect excellence, and celebrate achievement. Roswell High School is located in the suburbs of Atlanta, about 18 miles north of the city. Although the original Roswell High School was established in 1949, the current facility opened in the fall of 1990. Roswell has been consistently recognized as one of Georgia's top academic schools. With more than 20 AP courses offered, the school's advanced placement program is rated as one of the best in the country. Successful programs in athletics and performing arts complement Roswell's high academic achievements. Roswell High School is a high-achieving school which has received many awards throughout the years, such as National Blue Ribbon School Award, AP Merit School Award, and often has been classified as one of the top schools in the state of Georgia. First, let's see the school's student demographic data. The student enrollment for this year is of about 2,400 students. In the chart that gives us the number of students by grade level, we can see that the numbers are about the same for the 9th, 10th, and 11th grades. I would like to point out that 12th grade number is lower because a new high school opened last year, changing Roswell's boundaries. We see in the ethnicity pie chart that 62% of the students are white, 14% are black, 16% Hispanics, 3% are Asian students, and 5% are multicultural students. Therefore, white student population is the dominant group. The student subgroup chart shows that the student with disabilities percentage is small. It is only 11%. Economically disadvantaged students is 16%, and limited English proficiency is 4%. Something that caught my attention was that even though the school's Hispanic population is 16%, only 4% of the whole population is limited English proficient. And this number may include other non-Spanish speaking countries. Why data overview is important for Roswell High School, even though it is considered a high-achieving school? Even though Roswell High School is one of the top schools in Georgia, there are areas in student achievement that need attention, especially the achievement gap among the demographic groups that are part of the school. The data overview will help the faculty and staff ask the what questions. What does the data say about student achievement? What areas can we celebrate? What areas can we strengthen? What should we concentrate on? What are we missing? Without an investigation of the data, schools risk misdiagnosing the problem. Data-wise. For the data overview, I decided to take Roswell's improvement plan goals as a baseline. The school's improvement plan contains 6 objectives. 2 deal with 9th grade achievement, to improve 9th grade failure and improve EOCT scores. 2 deal with 12th grade achievement, improving graduation numbers and improving Georgia graduation test scores. 1 deals with improving AP and SAT scores. And finally, 1 deals with implementation of technology in the classroom. I decided to analyze objective number 2. This objective has to do with raising 9th grade EOCT test scores in 3 areas: literature, biology, and math. The chart shows the scores obtained in the years 2011 to 2012 and the target scores for the 3 following years for EOCT 9th grade core areas. Before going into data, let's define quickly what are the end of the course tests. I feel this is necessary because many course teachers, such as for elective courses, do not have EOCTs, and many members of the faculty might not be familiar with them. If we want the support of the whole faculty and staff to support change, they all need to be on the same page. An A+ education reform of 2000 mandates that the State Board of Education adopt end-of-the-course assessments in grades 9 through 12 for core subjects to be determined by the State Board of Education. With educator input and State Board approval, the end-of-the-course testing program is currently comprised of 8 content areas assessments: English, language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies. The EOCT is administered 3 times each school year in the fall, spring, and summer. Performance on the EOCT is described as a scale score and performance level as indicated below. These 3 charts show the latest Roswell High School's EOCT results for the 9th grade students' core courses for the years 2011 to 2013. The data used in the charts that will follow has been taken from these results. First, let's see how Roswell results compared with the state and the county's results. The scores show that Roswell High School has consistently performed higher than the state and county in all 3 content areas for the 3 years. 2 observations that show consistency in the results for the school, county, and state is that for all 3 years the lower scores have been in math and the highest in literature. The scores in literature and biology have remained the same for plus or minus 2 points. Math has dropped drastically from the year 2011 to the year 2013. Nevertheless, notice that the math curriculum has changed every year. In 2011, students took the Math 1 EOCT test. In 2012, the GPS Algebra EOCT test was given, and in 2013, the EOCT was for Coordinate Algebra. Another important observation is that not all of the 9th grade students took the EOCT tests in the spring of 2013, since the number of 9th graders for that year was around 600. Only 487 took literature, 512 took biology, and 4,053 took math, giving a larger margin for error. This chart shows the performance of 9th grade students across the 3 years. In literature, the percentage has not improved. It has remained the same. In biology, the results have improved 2% from 2011 to 2012, but remained the same in 2013. Finally, for math, the percentage score remained the same between 2011 and 2012 and dropped 9 percentage points in 2013. Looking at the student proficiency charts for the years 2011 to 2013, we confirm that in math a large percentage of students did not meet expectations in 2013, And most students just met expectations in 2011 and 2012. Meanwhile, in literature and biology, the largest percentage of students exceeded expectations. I couldn't locate student proficiency data by ethnicity or subgroups for the years 2012 and 2013 for Roswell High School, but the 2011 data can give us an idea on how these different groups may perform and has performed in previous EOC tests. White and Asian students show the highest performance. The Black and Hispanic students show the lowest performance. The area in which the largest number of Black students did not meet expectation was in math. And I was very surprised that the Hispanic students performed better in English literature than in math. It is usually assumed that the Hispanic population should perform better in math because they just deal with numbers and not language, which we can see is wrong. Finally, this chart was taken from the Georgia Department of Education site. It highlights the areas in which students were failing, in danger of failing or passing for the year 2011. This chart shows that Hispanic students are the lowest performing group at Roswell High School. The Black student group shows many areas that are in danger and need improvement, and the Asian and white student groups are meeting and exceeding expectations in all areas. Conclusion: Roswell High School is a high-achieving school. Most of its students' population meets or exceeds expectation in the end of the course test. One of the school improvement plan objectives is to increase their ninth grade students' performance in literature, biology, and math subjects. The data shows that they have not been able to increase student performance. The scores are about the same for literature and biology and decreasing for math. For the year 2013, the average scores were 90 in literature, 89% in biology, and 71% in math. To reach the goal for the 2014 average scores of 95, 91, and 84 respectively, something needs to be done. We can safely make an assumption that most of the performance gap exists between the Black and Hispanic student populations, and a change in the delivery of content needs to happen to reach any white and Asian students that are not meeting the expectations. Now we can look again to the question posed at the beginning of this presentation. What does the data say about the student achievement at Roswell High School? What areas can we celebrate? What areas can we strengthen? What should we concentrate on? What are we missing?